Hi everyone, Jen Quammen here. So today marks 50 days to go until the AVMA House of Delegates will choose the next president-elect. And I'm sort of reflecting on this journey that I've been on, and something that I just really had crossed my mind recently I wanted to share was this question of like, well, should I? Should I take the spot that someone else maybe is the right person for, or is the appropriate person for, whatever that means? And I'll share with you that I had a similar question in my mind when I was thinking about the AVMA Future Leader Program. And so I actually went to an informational session. This is going back a decade ago. I went to an informational session and I said, tell me more about this program. And I stood up and asked a question from the back of the room and said, well, why should I apply when I feel like I'm going to be bold enough to have my voice out there and to make and forge my own path in the profession and, my own leadership direction? And I think the question that came back to me was, well, if you could be a part of this program and it could give you a leg up, why wouldn't you? And I had to sit with that for a while. And ultimately I did apply and ultimately was accepted to the Future Leader Program, and I had a wonderful time. The project that my group was involved with was around workplace well-being. This is right in my wheelhouse. So much fun, so much to learn. And I thought about that in reflection now, a decade later, as I was considering putting my name in for AVMA President-Elect. And I think I've always known that I was going to run. I just don't know that I always knew when that was going to be. And trust me, there was some discussion with family and friends of now or should I, or is it the right time? And I think that for those who aren't aware, you have to submit some formal paperwork to AVMA to sort of qualify your credentials. And when I finally filled that paperwork out, I pre-scheduled the email to send, and I pre-scheduled it for a time when I was going to be traveling, and so I couldn't stop it from sending, which sounds a little ridiculous, but it's sort of the idea that like, once you've actually said the thing out loud, then it's like come to reality. And so I think the actual pushing of the button of sending that email was that moment for me. And I'm really glad I did it. There have definitely been ups and downs of this year, and the journey is not over yet. 50 days to go until election. And I'm really thankful for myself. I'm really thankful that I leaned in. And what I'm curious about is what thing is on your mind that you're thinking, should I do it or should I not? And what I would say to you is it's a definite no if you don't put yourself out there. And so perhaps this is my opportunity to share with you and to encourage you to think about what's the thing on your mind and how do you want to take that next step forward for you, personally, professionally, whatever that might be. If you're having that voice of should I, then I'm going to say to you, why shouldn't you? So I think if you're needing a little nudge, let me be your little nudge for that. And I want to appreciate all of you that have been a wake of energy behind me and have supported me. Many folks aren't seen, behind the scenes who are helping me. And I truly just want to offer a moment of thank you and gratitude. And I'm going to continue this next 50 days with a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, being aware that there are challenges. And I hope that in 50 days, I will be able to come back to you and say, well, should I? Yeah. And regardless of the outcome, the should I would still be yes, because I will have learned, I will have shared, and I will continue to share this journey with you. So signing off as your next hopeful AVMA President-Elect, this is Jen Quammen. And if you want to see me in that seat, please be sure to ask your delegates to cast their vote for Jen Quammen in July of 2025.